What do you see in your mind's eye when reading a book? Hello, welcome to my channel, Another Bibliophile Reads. My name is Greg, and today I want to talk about visualization and reading. A few years ago, I was in a science fiction book group. The book group was reading Blind Sight by Peter Watts. It was done on Voxer. And one of the participants mentioned that he wasn't getting along with the book really well because he could not visualize the spaceship that the events were taking place on. I thought about it myself, and I realized that I could not visualize the spaceship at all either. But I had no problem enjoying the story, not having that picture in my mind's eye of what the spaceship looked like. The commenter in Voxer group mentioned aphantasia. Aphantasia is a thing in the brain where some people don't visualize images. Some people claim to have a photo perfect image in their mind of something. Let's say an apple. I will put up a visual help screen here about aphantasia. It's rated from 1 to 5. In the 1, a person can image in his mind an apple perfectly, as clear as a photograph. And that goes down to 2, where you have a pretty good image of the apple, but not quite as sharp. At 3, it's kind of vague. At 4, you only have the outline of an apple. And at 5, there's no image of an apple in the brain at all. I did a little bit of research, and it says that 0.08 of the population was unable to form visual mental images. That would be 5. And about 3.9% of the population was either unable to form mental images or had dim or vague mental imagery. I guess that would be 3 or 4. And after reading about this, I decided, I think I'm somewhere between 3 and 4. Because when I'm reading a book, I don't form mental images. I don't have a picture in my mind. I don't see movies in my head. There are some commenters that I've been listening to and reading about who say when they're reading a story, the characters play out just like a movie in their head. I guess they are at number 1. But I'm curious, how is it with other readers? When you're reading a story, are you at 1? Do you have that movie in your head where everything is so crystal clear? You can visualize the characters' faces, their expressions, what they're wearing, the scenery behind them? Or is it all just sort of, you have a vague idea of what's going on? As I said, I'm definitely at 3 to 4. I can form images of a story in my mind if I really stop and force myself to do that. But it's not a natural occurrence. It is something that I have to create. But it seems like there are readers out there who just do that naturally. I was reading a book, self-published book by an author a number of years ago, and the author mentioned that. He says, if you form a movie in your head while reading my book, I'll be totally happy. I don't form those movies in my head, but this video is to inquire about other people. What do you see when you're reading a book? So if you are watching this and care to comment, leave a numerical rating, how you see stories in your head from 1 to 5. Of course, 1 is the crystal clear, and the 5 is none at all. Because I'm kind of curious about how prevalent this is. Do I have aphantasia? According to this Wikipedia article, I probably am slightly aphantasic. But that does not stop me from reading books and enjoying books. I just don't have the image in my head, and I'm just curious about other people. So please comment, give me that numerical rating, or mention anything else about this subject that you care to. Thank you so much for watching, and keep on reading.